the training is interrupted for a week because, as you can see, I'm in the mountains for a week of skiing with the grandchildren. I haven't actually been on the slopes myself yet. Maybe tomorrow or the day after, hoping the weather gets a bit better. The aim being not to break a leg. I've already fallen on my backside, so that's hurting a bit, but if I survive the week, I'll be able to get back to training when we get back. Well, there we are, still alive. Well, I got back from the skiing in one piece all right, as planned. The idea was not to break a leg, so I did manage that. But it didn't go quite as I wanted because I only went on the slopes once and then came down with an almighty cold and took to my bed for the next 3 days. Recovering a bit now, getting better. At least, you know, the eyes and the nose are not streaming down. When I blow my nose, it's for a real reason now. I get a good sort of thick clot of snot. It's a very satisfying phase when you start to recover like that. It hasn't been helped by the fact that the heating is broken in the house. So what we thought was just a little rusty bit in a pipe turned out to be a rusty network of pipes running all through the house. So that was a major plumbing operation. The pipes, we think, maybe were around 60, maybe 70 years old. We found a piece of newspaper which they'd stuffed in there dating from 1966, but the pipes themselves were from before that. So it was probably high time that we changed them because we've been drinking rust for the past few years. Now we've got a nice new set of gleaming pipes, latest technology. But the holes in the wall still need to be covered up, so that's something that apparently they have to rest for a month to get all the humidity out because there was damp in there. So the house is all in a bit of sort of topsy-turvy right now. All of which means that the all of which means that the running is on hold. Being ill was a bit of a drag, but it was all made up for by seeing the grandchildren to sort of whiz down the slopes at the age of 5 or 7, making new friends in 3 different languages, which is totally unacceptable, really. Kids having an unfair advantage like that. Anyway, the positive news is that spring is on the way. Daffodils, some lovely purple thingamies here, and a damson tree. This is a damson tree, one of the first to come into flower, but one of the very last to bear any fruit in August or September. Some very bitter damsons. But I'm getting ahead of myself here, showing you the fruit trees. They will come later, as will the rest of the garden. I'm just so excited about spring. So that was the minor setback, which was only very temporary. The middle setback didn't occur till quite a bit later, but I'm going to condense the time for you a little bit so you don't have to wait as long as I did for the catastrophe to occur to know that the catastrophe had occurred, if you see what I mean. But next up is a video about me trying to fix some technical issues. A bientôt.